Welcome to the Wisdom of series where we bring experts to share their wisdom with you. Today we have wisdom of the homegrown startup. And with us is Deb Uzamda. And Deb is the co-founder of Optimex Group Singapore, an implementation consulting firm, and Newton's Meters Singapore. Being a hands-on professional, Deb has an impressive 22-year diversified global working experience with Dow Chemicals, Sinochem, Asian Development Bank, and RCL. Besides, he has 10 years in managing implementation consulting services delivery along with 11 technical patents to his name. Concurrently, he also serves as a director, board member, trustee of half a dozen family-owned companies, family trusts, and offices. Deb is a scholar and earned his technical and management credentials from MIT, AIM, and MIT Sloan. Deb, welcome to the series, though.
My pleasure. My pleasure, Stephen.
Great. You know the drill, Deb. We have 3 questions first, and your first one is this one, though. You see, how is a tech startup different from other startups?
Well, a startup per se, the most commonality is that the startup per se is that the entrepreneur has to take the risk. But when it comes to tech startup, typically tech startup, because we have done it. So it is, there are 3 ways it comes, the difference comes into. One is the tangible factor in terms of physical features of the proposed proof of concept.
Okay.
The second part is the complexity of the engineering design.
Hmm.
And third part is the scale, manufacturing scale, and the challenges associated thereon. It could be from design for assembly, design for manufacturing, and of course from factory to customer.
Okay. Wow.
So these are the 3 aspects that makes the tech startup more challenging, comparatively more challenging. I
And
mean, all startups are
all
very
startups
challenging.
are challenging, though.
They're
So, but I
challenging, but
assume there's a lot more also investment involved in a tech startup. I assume, right?
yes, absolutely. Because what happens is that, say, let me give you a comparative understanding. If you are writing a software code or you are
Hmm.
coming up with software or a mobile app or something, that the initial cost of writing the code, mostly it is done by the entrepreneur himself,
Yes.
because being a
Yes.
software guy as well. But in tech startup, you cannot just do and rely on your own
Yep.
capability,
Yep. Yep.
because of the as I mentioned earlier, because of the complexity of engineering and
Yep.
design, you need multiple people involved, and that is where the cost comes into picture.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Deb Muzamda, the wisdom of the homegrown startup, sharing with us the difference between a tech startup and a regular startup.